Hello, 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 and welcome to Penn Manor. We joined the game here in their first game. They are down 2-0 against the Murphy Bulldogs. Um, a little bit of a rough start for Penn Manor here in the first 30 seconds, but again, anything can happen here early on. We just had a little slow start here to the game here. All right, so let's go and kind of take a look at where we're at here um, with this team. Murphy Bulldogs, of course. First time Penn Manor is kind of picking up and playing against them. And so let's kind of take a little bit about see where they're ranked at right now. So Penn Manor is located at number 20, and Murphy Bulldogs are just 3 levels behind him, having the same record as Penn Manor, 5-2. I believe that is what Penn Manor currently is running here. So let's just take a look real quickly at that. So yeah, they have a 5-2 record. They have the same record. So this game will be make or break as far as moving up in the standings or shoving one down in the standings here. Penn Manor currently at 21, playing the 23rd seed team here. Next week, both teams most likely will be playoffs unless they drop far enough down. I think the top 32 teams make it. It really depends on how teams play out the final matches of the season, which are today. Penn Manor here down 1 point here, 2-1, as they are getting started here, and we'll kind of see how Penn Manor handles a 1 point loss. Again, plenty of game time left here at 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game. We have here Tyler, we have Aiden, and we have Alan, all helping, trying to help Penn Manor here as well. Pushed away by Allen from the net, all kind of brought back, and kind of blocked out from the thing here, and Aiden kind of takes it away onto the orange side. So nice job with that. Not really in a position. No one's in the position to follow up as it kind of crosses in front of the the Bulldogs score here, and again, kind of a what happens here? Kind of a slow game, kind of get rolling here. All right. So Penn Manor now drops 3-1. Murphy Bulldogs bringing in a score there just under the Aiden, and it's really an open net score. There's no one there really to kind of follow through and protect. No one around the Penn Manor side at all. 2 minutes left to go. Plenty of game time left in the match as Penn Manor focuses to try and keep themselves into the top 20, kind of where they were at, and hopefully they will do it. Again, open net here, and literally there's no one there. Aiden Wee scores, making it 2-3. I thought that was the opposition, but it's open net. There's literally no one there. Is Aiden and Tyler uh, follow that ball in? So beautifully done by Penn Manor. One score, 1 point score. All right. Again, now Penn Manor on the defense here, trying to bring the ball away. Ball kind of knocked away and wide of the net here as Penn Manor kind of works to bring it in. Ball comes on to Aiden and Wee as he kind of shuttles the ball down the court here. Knocked away and blocked by Nefarious. I wanted to say Nefarious Arousal, but I'm not sure that's really the name that I read there. Quick, and I don't have the full names up here on front of me. Again, ball being fought on the midfield. Now on the Penn Manor side, and there's no one there to block the score, or just no one that jumped there at that time. We're now 2-4 on a very close game here. I'm not sure what Tyler was doing. He just didn't get enough lift on Kit there, as he kind of tries to focus on here. All right, very good. In the area, the ball is now loose and on the side of the Murphy Bulldogs. knocked away by a Bulldog, and but brought back in onto that. Now in front of the score and scored by Allen. Actually, I believe was knocked in. If you look here, Allen was the last one that touched it. But I want you to watch this ball. It comes in actually off player or almost off the player. It looked like of the Bulldogs here as they're playing. All right. I'm being told that I am not loud enough, so I'm going to make this just a little bit louder and go from here. All right. And notice here, it is a 4-4 score, an even match with 1 minute to go. Coming up tighter. Hopefully, Nate, that's a little bit better for you as far as loudness goes. Sorry about that. Coughed into the mic. Don't like that. And sorry I put you. All right. Ball on the Bulldog side. Shut it on. Aiden as we back on defense knocks it away from the goal as the goal kind of shuttles now back on the Penn Manor side. Again blocked this time by Tyler. Gets it up over the player, comes back in, knocks it deep into the side of here. Is it a score? No, not quite. Just off the edge of the goal. Ball knocked again onto the side of the Bulldogs with 30 seconds remaining. Penn Manor, they bring it in. Penn Manor now leads this game for the first time 5-4. And we'll see again, Penn Manor keep this lead for 27 seconds. It at least makes it a competitive game. Penn Manor needs to keep it away from the net, and we'll see if they are able to do it. Ball is knocked onto the side of the Murphy Bulldogs as Allen goes in. Ball is now kind of chased away and kept in, and we have, of course, Aiden Ennui that kind of follows it in. Not enough for a score, but is kind of kept there with 10 seconds. Still 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is game. And Penn Manor Esports comes in for the first win. Congrats to Penn Manor Esports on that. All right. But nice job there. All right, we are back into the game as the Penn Manor lead match 1-0. Ball brought down into Penn Manor side and knocked away. Um, Allen really kind of keeps it away, and it's being dribbled down toward Penn Manor side, but blocked nicely by Aiden Ennui. Ball still kind of close to the net here. We're going to see if Penn Manor can get that ball away. I think Allen has control of the ball and kind of knocks it onto the side, but knocked right back on the Penn Manor side, luckily to the side, and then knocked loosely onto the side of the Murphy Bulldogs. Bulldogs again have it back on Penn Manor side, and they are fighting around the goal, but no one is there to follow up on that ball. They have a loose ball here, kind of brought across and hit downfield, but bounces off the side, not centered towards the net. And we'll see if it can be brought down, and it's not. Knocked nicely down there and into range, but really not anywhere near the net. Ball kind of on the side of the Bulldogs here. Penn Manor doing a nice job of keeping this ball where it belongs offensively. And a nice demo there on the middle of the field here. And you'll see the ball is loose, but Aiden knocks it away with a nice save there in front of the net. Ball now is loose and back on the Penn Manor side, but no one's really there to follow it up. The closest one being Moccasin. And there's a demo that happens there. Ball kind of knocked loose there. And nicely scored there as Murphy Bulldogs take the lead 1-0 with 3:27 left in the game. Nice job there. See what Penn Manor can do here as they continue to roll through this match. All right. Again, this game is a very important game for Penn Manor. Again, Penn Manor is the 21st seed, and we're playing against the 23rd seed. Both teams doing very well this year. Ball kind of knocked away by the Bulldogs, but then knocked back, and but they are there to answer it, and it's blocked back in, and we have a score. Allen scores for Penn Manor, tying it up 1-1 with a beautiful follow-up score. Nice angle to bring in and to score the ball right into the net. Right, and we are back into the match here. Ball kind of, the Murphy Bulldogs kind of win it, but knocked away by Allen onto the side of Penn Manor. Ball is blocked nicely from going into the goal, and nicely defended away as Penn Manor kind of keeps the ball away from the side. And the Bulldogs do stop the progression of the ball, but I'm not sure that they get a whole lot more here. And we are unable to bring it in, even though a beautiful job at 8 and a week. Ball kind of bounced around here by Alexia. Knocked back in, but I believe too high. It's in. Nice job, Tyler, bringing that in from the score, bringing Penn Manor 2-1 on this match. 2:30 into the game. And once again, Penn Manor has the lead. I should say they have the lead, not the lead. All right. And Penn Manor again have control of the ball. It's back onto the Bulldog side. It's loose, and now it's a 2-score with a miss here. As you watch this replay here, we have people back there that are there, but just two players just kind of whiff and go by the ball as the ball goes into the net here. So I think Penn Manor some humble pie here. It's anyone's game. Basically, this is a 0-0 game, and Penn Manor does their best to try and recuperate from this. Again, you'll see Penn Manor kind of bringing it in front. No one there to follow up. Actually, it's not true. It was follow up, but knocked away by Command. Allen again back with the ball down. And we'll see what Penn Manor can do with it. Ball goes wide here off the net as the Bulldogs kind of push it back onto Penn Manor side. Penn Manor trying to keep it out of net range and manages to keep it so that the ball keeps moving. Ball now back onto the side of the Bulldogs here. And Penn Manor's, it's free, it's loose, it's a loose ball. Tyler kind of throws it in the middle, but blocked away nicely by by Bulldogs, I should say. And it is wide net. So they take the lead for the first time in the game. The Bulldogs now lead this match with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the match. All right. Here we are, and we are back in game here, and the kickoff is won by the Bulldogs. But Penn Manor's there to kick it back pretty quickly onto the side. It bounces back the ball. This is a ping pong match, not a Rocket League match here. Someone whiffed it there, but carried away by Tyler. Manages to carry it onto the side of, they don't actually, and ball is kind of tacked on. We don't know, trying to stop the ball, but no real answer here for Penn Manor as they try to bring it in, a little bit too slow there, and they are able to keep it away from them, but it's going to be blocked with 1 minute left. Penn Manor needs to get this ball away. I don't know that they're able to. They finally do get it away. It's onto the Bulldog side, and we'll see how they can answer if they're able to give this a score at all. 45 seconds left. It's a wide open score, but knocked away by Aiden on Wheat for the goal, and it is a score. It is a tie score, 3-3. Penn Manor brings it back up. Beautifully done by Penn Manor to bring in that score there. It was a little bit off center, but Ada just said, hey, I'm going to give you a love tap and throw you back into the game. All right. Here we are at Penn Manor again, trying to push the ball down here in the last 32 seconds. Can they do it? Can the Bulldogs pull it out? 30 seconds to tell whether this is going to be going overtime or whether one or the other, because it will be one or the other, actually go into winning it. No one's back there on Penn Manor's side. Knocked away beautifully by Aiden. And they score. So 4-3 with 10 seconds. Not impossible by Penn Manor, but made a little bit more challenging by the Bulldogs. With a nice score and a nice fight there around the goal. Penn Manor has little time. We'll see. Knocked away by Penn Manor. The ball is loose and on. We don't know how much it's open. Can they get it in? And they do. It is a 4-4 score here with 2 seconds remaining. Beautifully done by Aiden and Wee, kind of just tucking it in there just the minutes that remain. All right, so 2 left and no score for it. We are now in overtime. Now in overtime. All right. Let's see what happens here. Anyone's game again with this little time left. Ball down front. Can Penn Manor score it in? No, blocked beautifully by the Bulldogs and nicely kept away from the net by Penn Manor as well. So a little bit of a boost, shoving the ball into the territory of the Bulldogs. Knocked up by a Bulldog. Fouled through, ball now in front of the net and knocked away and out of position by the Bulldogs there. All right. So here are the Blues here, kind of keeping it here. Blue knock it back onto the Bulldog side, and Penn Manor is fighting to bring it in, and they do, and they win the match. So congrats for Penn Manor taking that match. All right. So beautifully done. All right. Back in here. So Penn Manor wins that match. They are up 2-0. A fantastic position in. Looks like we're making a switch here, and so I'll be right back in just a again here. Penn Manor did not make the switch I thought they were going to make. They have some trouble with some audio with the one player. Okay, Penn Manor starts. It is knocked back onto the side of the Bulldogs for in, but the ball is knocked away by Nefarious and open here, but they are unable to execute. It's wide, first of all, but Penn Manor knocks away for good measure and says, I'm going to bring that ball back onto the Bulldog side. And that's kind of where we're at here at the moment here in this game. All right, we hear Penn Manor kind of answering the ball now, is heading towards the net, but probably not in the place it needs to be. Knocked away by the Bulldogs here with 4:33 game, and also knocked across the neck and wide, although it stopped here by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs definitely tried to keep it around the score there and manages to do it and knock it back onto the Bulldog side. Bulldogs try it, and a little bit wide, a little bit high there. Goes off the top of the goalpost here. Penn Manor's trying to bring it in, but unable to capitalize on their positioning that they had there. As Allen there kind of blocks it, the ball kind of humbles around the middle field, and a little bit of fight on the ball in the midfield here as we go across. Ball now in front of the goal, and it is high. It is high and no goal for Penn Manor, although that certainly looked promising. All right. Ball kind of shuttled toward Penn Manor's side, and it is a score. Fantastic. Nice. Yeah. All right. Just got word that our JV Blue has won, which continues to keep them. We'll see where that positions them at the end of this match. they're probably in the Redemption Road bracket. There are two brackets in the league that we play in. Um, Play in the league called High School Esports League, for those of you tuning in. And in that, they take the top 32 teams, I believe, and put them into another score. But Penn Manor was down 4-0, so this is not over yet, and they are up 2 in the match. But uh, Redemption Road is the lower bracket for those that score 32 or, and I believe the Penn Manor currently is sitting in that bracket in the Penn Manor. So all 3 Penn Manor teams are going to make playoffs. 2 of them most likely in the championship bracket, which is pretty fantastic if you're asking me. But a huge congrats goes out to Penn Manor Blue. You're watching Penn Manor Gold JV team. We have 2 JV teams. Penn Manor Gold fight off against the Bulldogs here. All right, and the ball is kind of shuttled down, and there's no one there to answer it, and it's a 3rd score. All right, so Penn Manor needs to get their head in the game. It's a pretty wide open shot here. You'll see here at Cam, kind of just goes, there's no one there to block it. Adrian Wee is the closest to kind of try to get into that match. We have 3 minutes left in the match. Totally doable, totally able to be recovered from. Knocked in, knocked away by Tyler there, so beautifully done, but they blocked by the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are hot right now. They said, we want more of a score, and it's knocked in, making it 4-0. 4-0. All right, all right. All right, so 4-0, 2:30 left. Penn Manor can bring it back, but it's going to be a little bit of work at Penn Manor's butt, because right now the Bulldogs have the definite advantage. Knocked away by Allen. Again, kind of in position there, and knocked away again, this time by Tyler, who kind of brings the ball back. Is unable to follow through, but the ball does make its way up to the midfield. Knocked back by the Bulldogs on the Penn Manor side, and we're keeping it away. The ball then kind of shooting through and up and over onto the Bulldog side. And will Tyler be able to bring it in? No, it is knocked away by Cam. Knocked away by Cam here. Ball is loose on Penn Manor side, but they are unable to bring it in. Unable to bring it in. All right, ball is loose, not brought in. Penn Manor's unable to bring it in, though it's bouncing around the end of the goal here. And we'll see here, 4-0, ball dangerously close to Penn Manor's side, but knocked back onto the Bulldog side. And knocked again back onto the Bulldog side, but they are back. Aiden Wee brings it back again, and we are down here with 1 minute 30 seconds and a score deficit of 4 for Penn Manor. All right, ball now onto it. Will they begin to bring it in? They are able to not bring it in. Beautifully blocked by Cam there at the goal with 1 minute left of the game. It's going to be tough for Penn Manor to bring it in with the way that the Bulldogs are playing, and especially with the way that score goes in for their 5-0 score. All right, all right, all right. So it is 2-0 in the series, but this is looking like a Bulldogs match. I'm wrong. Right, ball knocked to the side by Aiden, and then 1 minute timer is remaining as the Bulldogs, who are hot this match, are doing their best to say, we want to totally skunk Penn Manor. Yet they are able to do it, and they bring it in for another score. 46 seconds here, 46 seconds. All right, we are 46 seconds in, and here we go, here we go. Will Penn Manor get any score there? I think Bulldogs have to be feeling pretty comfortable at this stage of the match. No one is there to follow through in the score, although Aiden and Wheat does a good job of bringing it back into that. And what I love is Penn Manor is not giving up despite the score deficit, and they score 6-1. 6-1 the match now is. No longer are they being stuck, no longer is it 0. They are in the match to win it. right, no one's there to follow through it. A ball that just kind of whiffs across the front. Uh, Trying to be scored there, but not brought in. Everyone kind of misses that ball. 13 seconds left. Try and break it a little bit closer of a score here. Penn Manor's trying. But the Bulldogs do have this match. Just certain that they're going to bring that in. And so nice job to the Bulldogs for making that come in. So job for that. All right. Let's see what happens in the next match. Right, we are back in match. Back tighter. And we have swapped in one of our other players. So Doji's. And we'll go. Sam is in for Allen for the round of the match. So substitute here. Some fresh, I guess, blood here. How Penn Manor handles with the player. One of the challenges for Manor is there. Ball is kept down toward the goal, knocked away by the opposition here, but Tyler is there to say that ball is not going to hang around here. In fact, not only that, but it's wide open. Almost see how they operate. Ball is knocked down toward Penn Manor's goal, but knocked away, it looks like, from Penn Manor, and by Penn Manor, I should say, as they do fight to keep it there, but knocked away. Not really, kind of off the edge of the goal there, although I suppose it could be positioned differently. See if Penn Manor there. Aiden and we kind of knocking away from the goal there and fighting for it. Tyler now fighting for it, but it is now a goal by Nefarious. Brings it in 1-0 for the Bulldogs. All right. Ball is knocked away, comes on to Penn Manor's side. And is it a score? No, they kind of hopefully knock it away. Come on, off the top. Ball fighting. They're fighting to get it in there. Penn Manor needs to get that ball away, but they do not. And there's no answer. Penn Manor had so many chances to get that ball away and just didn't get it away. I have no clue what was happening there. Doji just trying desperately to get in there, but Penn Manor basically let that score, and they said, you know what, Bulldogs, we're feeling gracious today. We're going to let you have in there. So a little bit salty on that play, but to let Penn Manor plenty of game time left to actually bring her around. So not get too hard on Penn Manor here. Still anyone's game, but beautiful play coming in by Bulldogs. All right. Ball being shuttered toward Doji there. Brought in a little bit off the top and scored by Doji. So nice job there by Doge as he kind of brings that ball into for having the lead by the opposition there. So very good. So the Bulldogs now are only a 1-point lead. And to win this match, Penn Manor needs to bring four, and then we'll make that happen. All right. Ball is being carried toward Penn Manor's side, but beautifully carried away by Doge, and then Tyler kind of brings it over, kind of puts it toward the goal, blocked and knocked back toward Penn Manor's side. But Doge is there, hopefully, to bring it back and to answer it. Blocked beautifully by the Bulldogs to try to keep it on Penn Manor's side, so it's anyone's ball and kind of loose there. Penn Manor fighting to get that ball out of the side of Penn Manor, bring it onto the side, and the score to tie it up. Doji does a second goal. Look at that, bringing the ult in, what the ult does. He is on fire this match, 2-2, with 2:50 left remaining. Beautifully done by Doji. That makes up for him not blocking that one. So it'd be better if he had blocked it. All right, back into this. We are on Penn Manor's side. The ball kind of blocked by Aiden and Wee. Again, kept there. Doge knocks it out. Now it's back into Penn Manor, and they are fighting the ball. Aiden and Wee and has it now back onto the side of the Bulldogs, but not really enough there to try and keep ball there as they try to keep the ball pressured here. Blocked by Aiden Onui. Doge is cool. Sorry, brings that in, blocks it. They're back on the Penn Manor's backfield. And we're going to see here that managed to block it, keep it away, and knocked away beautifully by Tyler. Ball still on Penn Manor's side, but away from the goalpost, which is obviously a very good thing. Back onto the Bulldog side. Penn Manor drive to get that ball in. Make that a 3-2 score, and we'll see here what happens. Knocked away by the Bulldogs beautifully. Penn Manor again keeping that ball on the side of the Bulldogs. The pressure on the Bulldogs, and the ball is again knocked away by the Bulldogs. And it looks like there, and it's in. Doge for the third score of the game, keeping Penn Manor alive, making that a 3-2 score. Wonderfully beautiful in this game. Way to go, Penn Manor. 1:42 left in this match. Ball kind of brought in. It will Aiden and Louis score. No. The demolition that happened, and again a block, a knock away. Doge kind of knocks it away, and they're on trying getting it. Doge keeping it alive on the side of the Bulldogs. Ball knocked up into the air here, and is it brought in? Is it brought in? Knocked away by the Bulldogs, but then scored. Aiden and we scored, making it a 4-2 game. 4-2 game. All right, notice that a beautiful follow-up by Aiden on that match. Beautiful follow-up. All right, we are 1:20 into the game. Still anyone's game at this point. Penn Manor has somehow come alive in this match and is making it look good. Knocked away by Tyler, who keeps it on the backfield. Now it's blocked back on the Penn Manor side as Bulldogs are desperate to get any score. Aiden the Wee knocks it away into the midfield. Still a ball that's kind of loose on Penn Manor's side. Tyler kind of knocks it with 1 minute remaining. A 2-point score deficit. Are they able to score? The answer is not this time, says Penn Manor, and knock it up into the air. Ball is kind of loose on the Bulldogs side. They're trying to ricochet it off the back. But the Bulldogs, let's see what happens here. Are they able to, they knock it away again. How frustrating for the Bulldogs here as Penn Manor's doing a beautiful job defending it and almost carrying it in all the way. What a beautiful carry. Aiden Wee takes that in. And it's 5-2 on the match. 5-2 on the match. All right, this looks like it should be Penn Manor's game. Obviously, you want to keep it at a 5-2, or if it's possible. But the pressure is off for Penn Manor. Still possible for Bulldogs to win, but a little bit less likely as the times tick down here. And it looks like there was a score, so they make it 5-3. Not impossible, but we hopefully will not see that happen. Just kind of a missed whiff by Tyler there, who could not up. Game taking a lot of focus here with 16 seconds into the 5-3 match. We'll see what happens. Ball knocked onto the Bulldog side, kept onto the Bulldog side, and 10 seconds left, looking less and less likely that we're going to get any sort of play by the Bulldogs and the ball, and they are kind of resigned here, and they win the match. 5-3. Beautifully done by Penn Manor. Beautifully done by Penn. All right. Let's see what happens. It is great. All right. Can Manor pull out the last win they need to move into top 20? We shall see. All right. Important to note that Penn Manor is currently 5-2, and so well, we'll see where they're at. But if they move in here, they'll be 6-2. and literally 6 and 2 them in potentially the top 7. It really depends on the other team play today. What happens here? They of course have not won this series yet. There's at least, at minimum, 1 game left. At maximum, 4. Fine. But it has to be putting a lot of pressure on for the Bulldogs there. See what they can do about it. Trying to dribble around Penn Manor here and keep that ball active and alive. Ball is knocked away onto the side of the Bulldogs. Kind of blocked there to kind of get the midfield. Penn Manor kind of gets a position, and we'll see that Doge is cool. Now Aiden kind of keeps it up. But it's an open net. No, it's blocked away, knocked away by Tyler. So done there with that. All right. Still anyone's game here with 4 minutes left, and we are now at the counter. Happens ball being kept nicely on the side of the Bulldogs by Penn Manor, and they execute. They are not going to execute, not in this one. Ball kind of knocked down toward the side of Manor of the Bulldogs, and but just kind of dancing around the goal. There's no real, really goal threat at that point. But there, Penn Manor's doing a lot of job putting pressure on the Bulldogs, maybe anything. Goal, and oh, beautifully blocked by the Bulldogs there. That looked like that was in for sure. I would love to see a replay of that. We are not going to get that, not in this match, at least not yet. We'll have to watch that on the stream afterward. That was a beautiful save by the Bulldogs. Penn Manor blocked that away, but it is, nicely knocked away from the goal by Penn Manor. Right, Penn Manor doing their best to kind of keep it away, and Tyler knocks it in, but blocked beautifully by Nefarious. Penn Manor blocks it back. It is loose onto the backfield. Penn Manor doing their best to get it in, but knocked away again. Again, some nice defense being played by the Bulldogs here. But what's beautiful about this as well is that the ball is being kept in toward the goal, and what a close score there, and just not quite enough to make it in. Ball popped high onto Penn Manor's side. What Penn Manor can do, try to stop it. Knocked away and across the goal, and they knock it across toward the goal, but it goes wide. Wide here as Tyler kind of does it. Will Penn Manor be able to follow up? It is kind of knocked and kept toward the goal now on Penn Manor's side. Now topped toward Penn Manor. Skirts across for the goal, but not really a threat. No one's ever really answered goal. Tyler again bringing it back to the midfield here. Now knocked back onto Penn Manor's side. They're doing all they can, knock up to keep it away from the goal, and a beautiful defense by Penn Manor there. Are they going to be able to answer it? And they can't. There's a score there. Nefarious scores. Minute 55, first score of the game. Again, still plenty of time here. Plenty of time. Well, I just got to brag a little bit here as we go back into the match here. Penn Manor has 3 teams that are in playoffs. Just to tell you a little bit about the program, now a 2-0 score, so they have to stop the bleeding at this point. We have the number 3 team, the number 22 team, the number 68 team. And we'll see scores I don't believe are quite updated. The one team in the Redemption Road, and it's like most likely, unless things drastically, championship playoffs here. Oh, boom, a little demolition there of Penn Manor. Ball handled nicely by Aiden and Wee. They really need to get at least 1 score to make this a competitive game again. If they're going to be able to do that here. Ball being dribbled by Doge toward the goal, but knocked away by them. Aiden and Wee there misses it, totally that ball. And ball kind of now brought back across, knocked back by the Bulldogs here. And is a minute left in the game. And Penn Manor score 2 goals. I believe they can. They've done it before. Will they do it this time? A little bit of a whiff on that ball as it came by. 1 minute remaining. Penn Manor has the ball on the Bulldog side, but I don't know that they're really in any position to score. Brought down onto Penn Manor's side here. Tyler does his best to keep it out in the open. And we have Tyler again kind of keep it wide, not back toward Penn Manor, and they're able to knock it away. 40 seconds left in the game. Penn Manor needs score. They need a score soon. Again, Bulldogs doing a nice job defensively. 30 seconds left. The score. It is open net, and they are unable to capitalize. It's like it's going to go for at least another game. Bulldogs stay alive. Again, they must win games. Penn Manor doesn't pull a miracle out of their hat. And believe me, if you watched last week's game, I've seen miracles. Oh, seen some miracles come and go. What happened? Finally blocked nicely by the Bulldogs. 60 seconds left. Aiden fighting to get a score there, and finally does with 12 seconds. Will we see a miracle? Well, no, but I would love to see run. I will. All right, here, 12 seconds left. Right, and well, no, that kind of settles that. They decided, you know what, we're going to let them have it. We're going to let them score free. Locking it all. What we call open net. Exactly. That was. So it's time for Penn Manor to kind of breathe, group, come back into the next game, fresh as they can, and you got to stop this. Oh, I just want the game to end. All right, boom, game ends, and that is game Manor. And for the side of the Bulldogs, have it. So a series at this. See if Penn Manor makes any sort of substitution. Break here. I'll be right back. What? That won't. That won't. That won't. All right, we are back into the match here at Penn Manor. Plays here on the side. We Penn Manor again. Um, stuff shifts pretty quick. There's game today, so we are currently playing. Trying to keep that away from Penn Manor's goal. Blocked beautifully by Doji's goalkeeper. That's what we want to see. That is what we want to see. Right. Penn Manor in 68th place currently. That's the Penn Manor blue. Penn Manor gold now sitting 27. So a win here would just solidify them. Are they able to bring it in? It is blocked by the Bulldogs, and quite nicely, I might add. They did a nice job of Penn Manor scrambles to come back, and we'll see if they're able to. And they do. They're able to answer. Keep it out of their goal. Penn Manor now might have a free net, and they bring it in with a score there. Beautifully done by Tyler there, bringing the score and bringing it home. 1-0, 4 minutes into the game. One minute. Yeah, I can't speak here. That's what happens after your shoutcast round. Cam, by the way, has been a job here. Notice the block here. Almost in, but off the side of the goal. We'll see if Penn Manor can do anything with it. Side, knocked back to that side. He kind of knocked away. Penn Manor close to being a score, but no one really there to follow up. It is almost an open net, but Penn Manor there to defend as they kind of rotate around the map. Penn Manor having some nice. We'll see what happens. Penn Manor tries to bring it in and scores again. Aiden on Wheat, making 2-0. 3 left in the all right. Beautifully followed through and nicely. The good attempt at blocking it by Cam, but Carr, it's not like you can stop there and stand block the ball. Carr keeps moving, and hence that's kind of what happened. Ball pushed onto the side of the Bulldogs here. Though Tyler kind of stopped. Ball put on the midfield. No one there really to follow through. All they can do is kind of keep the ball on the side thereof. And unable to bring it in. Oh, what close. The ball is just dancing around that goal and unable to be brought in. Are answered by Penn Manor. Again, a nice block by them. Bulldogs, as they try to keep it away. We'll see. Are they able to bring it in? And they do. Dozia's goal makes it 3-0. Beautiful score by Doge in that time. That open. Nice attempt. Again, some nice attempted blocks by the Bulldogs, but they're just unable to really execute on that. So we'll see plenty of game time left. This game totally shift one way or the other here, but with a minute, that's feel good for Penn Manor to be at this point. Ball kind of bouncing around live here as Doge up trying to stop the ball from going for Penn Manor side. Bulldogs are there, kind of put pressure on it, back toward it, knock it up, and it's kept away. If Penn Manor, and they're able to knock it away and keep the threat away from it. Bulldogs doing their fair share to try and keep it into the Penn Manor side, but then finally knocked away onto the side of the Bulldogs. Penn Manor now for the midfield. Are they going to be able to score? And they do. Aiden Onwee makes it a 4-0 game. 4-0 game. Now this, at this point, has to be a bit disheartening because, again, multiple attempts for Bulldogs have been kind of in position and just either a fraction of a second too soon or too late in the block, and that has to be frustrating for them. Ball knocked on to Penn Manor's side here on the start, but Doge is there, bring it back in. Ball looks like it's going to go to Penn Manor, and Doge actually looks like helps, or someone else scored from Penn Manor's side. This is a 4-1 match now. Still a lot of space in Penn Manor's side. Actually, it was knocked in accidentally there, and that was the attempted block. It happens to the best of them, and we'll go. All right. We'll see here, and the ball kind of put up in the kick field, getting kept on there. Doge is cool, kind of shuttles it back toward the middle. Will Penn Manor be able to follow through? And they do, with Tyler bringing it in 5-1. So a nice job there. Penn Manor up 5-1 with 2 minutes left, but they cannot let their guard down because the team they're playing is a solid team. Ranking 20, I believe, where they're currently. All right, now back on to Penn Manor side. The Bulldog side here. Penn Manor tries to make it again. Another score wide open, knocked away beautifully by Doge there, keeping it away from Penn Manor's net. And now shuttled across as Doge's cool brings it toward the net and goes wide here, and they're trying to answer it. Tyler brings it for the center, and they are able to execute, making it a 6-1 game. Every score, every point drives the nail in the coffin and makes it a bigger deficit than the Bulldogs, those fighting Bulldogs, have to surmount. All right, but we'll see. Penn Manor pull it off. It is looking good. Penn Manor, as long as they keep their game, should be able to do it. You know, we kind of brought in the ball. It's got kept toward them. Again, wide open net. Will they score? And they cannot block it. And Cayman makes it a 6-2 score. A 6-2 game. So, nicely done on that. Nicely done on that. All right. So here we go here. It is 6-2 in favor of Penn Manor. Manor knocks it wide into the wow. What a great score. The Bulldogs just said, you know, we are going to block this. Let Penn Manor have a free goal. They've been working so hard. We'll just let them have it. There's literally no one there to block it. It is a wide open shot. 7-2 with a minute 33 left. Penn Manor is not going to get that chance again as it's blocked off to the side. Penn Manor doing their best to keep this from turning into a nasty game at all. Bulldogs there trying to score, but knocked away beautifully by it. Knocked away beautifully by it. All right, all right, all right. Ball kind of put down toward Penn Manor score, and it is knocked away beautifully by Penn Manor, and now is high. Penn Manor does their best to keep that ball away from the goalpost. A minute remaining, 5 goals in 1 minute. Pretty tough, pretty tough. But they are able to get one. They're able to get one with 7-3. Are able to get one, but it is a 4-game goal deficit. They got to do it in 53 seconds. All right, come on, let's go, let's go. All right, here we are at Penn Manor with 50 seconds left. Knock the ball, it's up in the air. I don't think there is a way that the ball can pull it off, but I have been surprised at what can happen in some games. Ball now loose, blocked by Penn Manor. 40 seconds left. Tick tock, going down toward the goal, blocked away by the Penn Manor. And the ball now loose on the field. Penn Manor open, unable to do it. 30 seconds. It's a free ball, but then blocked by Penn Manor. Nicely done. 20 seconds. 22 seconds left. The ball is loose midfield. Will Penn Manor get a score? They just need to rub a little bit more salt in that wound to win this game. And here we are. It is 7-3. Penn Manor is going to take this match, and they are going to keep their place and hopefully even move up the standing. Beautifully done by Penn Manor, and this ball in this game is over. Beautifully done by Penn Manor. Nice job, nice job. Congrats to both Penn Manor's teams, both JV teams winning.